Hello everyone! Twigs here with Sexto Gaming and welcome back to this creepy place in Metroid Prime 3! And well, let's go ahead and blast this open, shall we? We are still needing to get the, okay, there we go. We are still needing to... Alright, fine, we'll get rid of you guys first. Wow. Like half of those missiles I completely missed. Oh, and there's still more. Alright, fine. Fine. Anyone else? No? Okay then. We're going to take a look at what we need. So, what's this? Apparently the sealed shut. It could probably be torn off with enough force. This one... exact same thing. Okay. Let's just... There we go. Alright, and that reveals... cell ports. And let's just go ahead and plug it in. Alright. That's one. Energy generator offline. One remaining power source need to restore operations. Whoa, look what we got. There we go. And that's going up. And it's working. Hey! Oh. Alright, I guess we're tracking that down. Hey, get back here! Get back here! I want that! Give it! Game, quit teasing me! Thank you! And now we have all of the pickups. Special ending unlocked. Complete the game to view this ending. And we will. Now we just need to get through Valhalla here. Get this code that we need, or something. Oh. And I'm not sure I'm supposed to go up this way, but I'm pretty confident I'm not supposed to, but I'm trying anyway. And one more attempt. Oh, so close. Okay, I'm definitely not meant to go up that way. Okay, so how do I... Was I supposed to just... Oh, I was supposed to break that. Okay. Alright then. Just need that to open, I guess. Thank you. Oh, ow. Ow. I could have timed that better and could have destroyed you then. I don't care, you're a pirate though. Well, we're a pirate. Definitely were someone. And more of these again. Great. Can we just... We're just gonna not bother with you. Goodbye. Adios. And up here we go. And through this door. Alright, and where to from here again? Alright, to our right. Got it. Oh. Now we've got this. Usually a little battery to an ability like this for turrets in Metroid Prime 4. I think it's really nice to have a gun be a bit more than a swinging thing. I personally like it, at least. Makes it feel a bit more than just a mobility upgrade. To be able to actually use it against enemies. And there we go. Onward! Now that we're at full energy. Going to just ignore that liquid phase on there. Because it's not going to seek out to cause trouble for me. So, it's whatever. It can do its thing there. Yes, we know about boarding the Leviathan battleship. We're working on it. We just need that code first. We've got literally everything that would sidetracked us, except maybe some more stuff. I don't know. Come on. Oh! Okay. I'm not gonna complain. That got us what we wanted in the end. So, what's all this? The ship's AU was connected into this platform. Debris suggested it was forcefully removed. Yeah, that sounds about right. What's this? Security hatch control mechanism is malfunctioned. A strong blast could probably loosen the jammed parts. Ah. And what's that? Lift system is offline. Return power to local stations to resume normal operations. Okay. So, like this? Yeah. It worked. Hey, we're fixing it. Alright. Okay, that's scannable now. Again, anyway. Control mechanism has resumed operations and functioning normally. Security hatches are now open. Yeah. Security hatch is now open. Energy cell station access granted. Hatch will remain locked in place. Let's go ahead and plug those energy cells in. You've certainly got enough to plug them into all the stations that we need here. So, we don't have to worry about running out. Like, if we get to a point where we've run out, then that's all we need. Alright. That's being plugged in. This bridge is working. And the lift is on. And so is that bridge going in. Why are you focusing down there, game? Oh, it's one of you. This is like the third one of you I've fought. God, well, you know what we can do? We can just kill him. It's kind of lame that one shot kills you, I think. I would at least like it being like several other, like at least multiple shots like the regular Metroids. Otherwise, that's just kind of. I don't know if that sound showed up for you guys, but that's all. Hey, you need to update. Thanks for showing up in the middle of me recording. Walk-by ramps in place, power has been restored, and ramps are ready for use. Good. Let's go ahead and go on up then. Now that we've got that Metroid hatcher dealt with, that should be pretty much the only thing that would be remotely like that. Oh. Well, you had a snack. Bioform is flatlined. Cause of death, puncture wounds from multiple attackers. Oh. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Moving on. Oh, what's this? Target was part of an energy generation system that fed power to the ship's overall unit. There's a lot of bodies here. And Bioform died from internal bleeding from assault rifle wounds. Melee weapon is missing. Pirate corpse is riddled with wounds from a Federation Marines assault rifle. Target's body has suffered a large amount of energy burns from phazon-based weapons. And you? Trooper was violently thrown against the wall. Subject's neck is broken. Yikes. Trooper appears to have been cornered before it being impaled with a pirate melee weapon. Oh, what's this? Oh. There we go. This model of PDA is commonly used by many Federation personnel. The current display reads 78356. Interesting. Data backup terminal online. Enter the proper code to access the backup data files of the ship. Ah, I see. And what's that? Backup power supply empty. Restore energy to the device to access control system. Let's finish taking a look around first. Galactic Federation data file AM044. A newer incident. Data moved to logbook for review. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go with the data retrieval first. What was the code again? 78356. Okay. 78356. Alright.
Data log entry 2467.3. This will be the last communication of the GFS Valhalla.
You've got a very deep voice.
Our efforts to repel the space pirate boarding force have failed. They have successfully removed the primary mounting structure around our stasis tank. It is obvious now that they intend to extract us from the Valhalla. It is vital that the Federation receive this transmission. Severing main power. A large bioform is creating a wormhole. Implant into sentient planet, which is the source of all visor. Darkness coming.
That's ominous. And if we didn't already know what was going on, that would definitely be creepy indeed. Oh, this seems to be space pirate of some kind. This definitely is a Federation, so let's go ahead and see what this is about. Plug power into this. And what's this? Unknown access code required. Use of an advanced virus system may provide helpful tools. Aha. Okay. Let's do this. This mass-looking thing. This other mass-looking thing. And this vaguely X-like thing. Okay. Okay. Pirate code required. Good.
The data you just acquired appears to be a Space Pirate Leviathan command code. It is likely that this code could allow us to control the Leviathan in orbit above the pirate homeworld.
You don't say.
Find a way onto the Leviathan and use that code.
Well, we already know how to get on it, so we just need to, get there. And we got more Metroids there. We're just gonna leave them be unless they decide to bother us at this door, which they just might. No. Goodbye. You all can just do your thing here. I'm just gonna go. Oh, that's it up in the GFS Valhalla. Let's get back to our ship. That should be pretty simple. Honestly, though, I kind of wish they had still made it somewhat of a challenge, I guess, for the Metroid Hatcher. Because having two that you can fight after getting the Nova Beam is just... just makes it seem really lame to be able to kill it with just one regular shot. You know, I mean, not that I don't like that it lets you just completely bypass the fight if you don't want to fight it. But once you know of it, it's just a waste of time not to do it. Because it's so annoying to fight normal. You know what I mean? Nice. Alright. So let's go ahead and get into our ship, shall we? And save and enter. So we got quite a bit of time before the video would normally end. So I guess it's time to go ahead and get back into reading some more Origins, shall we? It's been a bit since we've done that. So let's get started. And let's pull up our logbook to lore. And we seem to be missing one piece of Skytown and Space Pirate data and 2 pieces of Galactic Federation data. I could go look for them, I guess. Maybe next episode. Let's go ahead and catch up on what we're missing. Start with Federation stuff. Planet Brio. Federation scouts discovered the planet Brio 10 years ago. The planet's alignment makes most of its surface uninhabitable. 48% of the world is always exposed to the sun, with another 48% shrouded in permanent night. The remaining 4% lies in an equatorial ring of fertile jungle, where the bulk of Brio's bioforms dwell. Fuel gel is common on Brio, which makes it extremely important to the Federation. The local bioforms are quite primitive, though there are ruins that indicate an advanced culture that thrived on Brio in recent centuries past. Okay. And for Skytown. Skytown is a network of advanced structures floating in the atmosphere of planet Elysium. Most of the base is dedicated to research from a local to interstellar level. The powerful sensors of Skytown provide useful military intelligence data along with research information. An Aurora unit analyzes the vast amount of data collected by the station. It is supported by the Elysians, a group of sentient mechanoids that live within the base. And for the Talon 4 incident. Planet Talon 4, formerly a Chozo colony, was struck by a stellar object 50 years ago. The object was later determined to contain large quantities of phazon. The Chozo were able to stave off the spread of phazon at the cost of many Chozo lives. The survivors abandoned the planet, fleeing to an unknown location. Decades later, Hunter Samus and Rand responded to a distress call in the sector and discovered a space pirate phazon mining station there. Rand eliminated both the pirate and phazon threat from the planet, though not without cost. Just gonna drink of water before doing this next one. Much better. Alright, to the Anuid incident. Planet Aether, home of the Luminearth, was struck by a phazon meteor 5 decades ago. The impact had catastrophic effects on the already unstable planet, creating a dark twin of the planet and a dire race known as the Ing. A brutal war between the twin planets took place, with the Ing gaining the upper hand. The GFS tier went to the sector to investigate pirate activity, but were forced to begin an emergency landing on Aether. Shortly after, the entire crew of Tier was attacked and annihilated by the Ing. Hunter Samus Aran was sent to investigate and wound up entangled in the local conflict. Aran fought against both space pirates and Ing, and rose victorious. Aether's dark twin vanished, taking with it the Ing horde, and the planet's peace was finally restored. After the Aether incident, the Federation sent the GFS Honor back to Aether to deal with the pirate base. Upon arrival, the crew and the Marines of Honor assisted the native Luminearth in dismantling an abandoned space pirate mining facility. During the operation, the crew detected the presence of phazon. The ship's crew investigated and collected several kilograms of ore, which would later lead to the development of PED. So it's good that it's confirmed that the Luminearth are all fine, that they ended up working the Federation. That's nice that they're all good. Alright, let's check for the Brio data. we've got a few new ones here, so let's start with Victory. We, the Lords of Science, mishandled the use of our knowledge. The devastation of the war robbed us of the rare resources necessary to fuel our war engines. Without our machines, we were unable to stand up to the primal armies, and they overran the enclaves of many science lords. What few remained fled into dark places, polluted wastelands even the bravest of primal warriors would not dare enter. Whatever joy there might have been amongst the victorious was quickly stamped out by the grim reality surrounding them. Brio, their cradle, their sacred home, was on the verge of death. And now for Struggle of Exiles. As the followers of the primal tradition celebrated their victory, a number of surviving science lords gathered in the hidden sanctuary. It was there that our foolishness became obvious, and we regretted ignoring the chosen's warning. We realized the folly of following the ways of science with blind faith, and the peril of all Brio. The contamination left from the battles was spreading, and would soon scour the remaining fertile lands, leaving naught but ash. If left unaided, Brio would lose what few safe lands of water remained. Once more, our great minds turned to a grand task, planetary salvation. As our enemies searched the lands for us, the last lords of science, we created our final machines and launched them into the heavens. And for salvation. The great machines of the science lords performed flawlessly. They absorbed the toxins and pollution in the air and soil, preserved the remaining fertile land of Brio. Yet the planet's climate was forever changed, leaving one side eternally scorched by the sun, and the other forever in the icy grasp of darkness. The launch of the machines revealed the hidden enclave of the science lords to their former enemies. The bright lights in the skies caused by the decontamination equipment stirred old hatreds in the hearts of the primals. Fearing a new attack, the primals sent their warriors forth to hunt their hated foes. We were now marked for death. And finally, for Decline. Forgotten in exile, a creature of myth, I, the last lord of science, worked tirelessly to protect myself and this world. I crafted magics and machines to bring the life back to the wastelands. I found a new source of natural energy in the land and called it fuel gel. I vowed to atone for the devastation inflicted upon Brio, caused by both science and war. Yet while I toiled, the primals slipped slowly into barbarians. With no science lords to hunt, they turned on each other, tribe against tribe. Magic was lost to them, and they became as savage as the predator beasts of the wild. And that's probably why all the reptilicas, will just attack me on sight. I guess I see why. I don't agree. Back into Elysia lore, we're going to Phazon. 1 week after we had lost communication with the Aurora unit, we witnessed a living planet strike again, and sent forth several stellar objects, one aimed directly for us. It streaked through the clouds of Elysia, destroying a large portion of our home, ultimately striking the distant core below. Soon our sensors detected the presence of strange energy. Our readings matched with the Federation's data. This is the same toxin that corrupted countless other planets in our creator's world. The Collector's Surge called Phazon. Now for Invader. We watched as Elysia fell victim to the meteor's corruption. Its Phazon beginning to consume her. High above the noxious surface, we continued to collect data on the object. It was not long before we met a new enemy, the space pirates. Hostile alien life forms and sworn enemies of the Federation entered the system and attacked. Or entered the station and attacked. The pirate forces struck swiftly, their numbers and weapons dwarfing our own. After the initial assault, they began the construction of a massive energy shield around the meteor. They referred to the fallen object as a seed and quickly built the protective barrier. Any resistance they met from us was crushed, and the massive shield was built without interruption. Our attention then turned to the pirates themselves. If we could not stop them through combat, perhaps there was another way. Our studies quickly yielded unexpected results. All of the space pirates were corrupted with Phazon, but unlike other allied forms, they were actually being sustained by it. This Phazon kept them alive and appeared to control their minds with a will of its own. Okay. Defeat. The 2 weeks following the seed's impact were disastrous. Like the Aurora unit, we too were infected with a Phazon-based virus. Spreading corruption consumed many of us, putting us under space pirate control. It was not long before only a handful of us remained. During this time, there was but a moment that we received aid. Gore, the hunter dispatched by the Federation, arrived here to restore the Aurora unit. Our hope was quickly vanished as he too was corrupted by Phazon and lost his own will. He now leads the assault on the remaining survivors, taking more and more of the station over with each passing day. There is no hope left for us. Soon we too will be among the enemy forces. The last of us now stand before the brink of our history's end, silently waiting out our final hours. I am Elysian, descendant of both the Chosen and the First. I am facing the last moments of my life and transferring my memory to the data pod. Well, let's hope they manage to make a comeback. There's one log left that we don't have from them, though. I know there's a bunch of space pirate data that I have read none of, but we will start straight from the top. And probably by the time we get around to get into the rest, I will probably have found the rest. Lots of click around. Let's start with our mission. Phazon was discovered 2 stellar years ago, and since that moment, Command has been driven to control it all. 2 operations have been established, at tremendous cost. Both have failed, thanks to the accursed hunter Samus around. The Federation allies now move to secure what little Phazon remains on the planet Aether. This we cannot allow. We, the crew of the battleship Colossus, swear to take that Phazon or die trying. Stowaway. Our attempts to intercept the Federation ship departing Aether were unsuccessful. With them went a collection of Phazon, the first to fall into Federation hands. They foolishly left most of the Phazon behind, allowing us to quickly collect what we could. But in our haste, we took more than mere Phazon. Our scanners have detected the remains of Dark Samus, who has revived herself within our Phazon storage. Surely we are cursed. The fiendish shrew consumed all of the Phazon, then wiped out a third of the crew in a matter of minutes. Now she moves at will through the halls of Colossus, using her witchery to beguile the minds of the crew. We are unable to call for aid, and only a few of us remain to stand against her. All is lost. So even the pirates didn't like Dark Samus, which we would have clearly seen if I had actually read the logs in Prime 2. Our struggles have ended. She has shown us the error of our ways. The way is now clear. All previous vows of fealty have been forsworn. We now pledge sole allegiance to our liberator, the Great One, Dark Samus. We bear a singular honor. We lucky few, for we are her first disciples. Our burden is a happy one, for we will pave the way to her glorious victory and cosmic rule. Let the light of Phazon lead us. Okay, now the pirates are cold. The source discovered. After our liberation, she left us adrift. We thought this a test of our loyalty, and so we endured. Some said she abandoned us. They were promptly shot. Disciples do not doubt their leader. When she returned, it was on the back of a titanic star-born beast. As we groveled in awe, she ordered us to follow the beast through the rift in space, a wormhole. Some refused to follow, afraid of the unknown. They too were shot. Disciples must be fearless. Once through the rift, we saw a singular wonder, Phase, the source of all Phazon's cosmos. Phase, the home of our glorious leader. Just gotta love the fact that they're just like, oh, you're not doing what everyone else does? Boom! You're shot. Gotta love the simplicity of pirates. The Leviathan. Our leader provided us with great wisdom on many subjects, including the improvement of our mighty battleship Colossus. We followed her teachings and turned our vessel into a ship without peer, but more work remained. Dark Samus required a mighty flagship, one to strike terror in the hearts of her enemies. The might of Colossus was not enough. She demanded more. Her solution was unique and most excellent. We took her great star beast and fitted it with cybernetic weapon systems. Crew quarters and command consoles were placed within the beast's skull. In time, we hit the mighty dreadnought and called it Leviathan. The great leader was pleased. And now for taking Valhalla. The vision of our leader is vast indeed. As we prepared for war with the hated Galactic Federation, she decided she required one of their great machines to better control her living planet. We then set out to bring in a war unit to Dark Samus. Bribes led us to the location of our prize, the battleship Valhalla. Crewed with green recruits on a train was tradition. Wow, I'm stumbling all over the place. On a trading mission, she was ours for the taking. One of the mightiest ships in the cosmos was no match for the Phazon-powered weapons of the Colossus. We rendered Valhalla helpless, then sent raiders to claim our prize. The Aurora was ours. There was to be no mercy for the Federation dogs. At the command of Dark Samus, we jettisoned the crew into the frigid depths of space, leaving the wreck of Valhalla as a warning to the Federation let them tremble before our might. Dark Samus is actually pretty intelligent here, I'll give her that. And we got time for one more before I end the episode. Purification. Our great leader, with the aid of our captured Aurora unit, has discovered many of Phase's secrets. Dark Samus can now command the living world to send forth Phazon seeds. She was eager to test this new power. When we heard the first world to receive this blessing was our home world, we rejoiced. The seed was sent into the void and quickly made its way to our home world. Our brethren foolishly tried to repel it, but their efforts were in vain. To think, once we were as pathetic as them. Now the deed is done, and slowly our home world becomes like Phase. Soon there will be 2 living planets, 2 Phazon sources for our great leader to use as she sees fit. Soon there will be thousands of new disciples for her to command. Well, it's a good thing we put a stop to that, but that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode, and next time, if I get around to it at least, I will find the rest of the scan logs that I need, and we'll be able to finish reading them next time. Until then, I'll see you later.